Hey Chuckers, Evan here, and today I want to go through all of our add-ons with you because we haven't done a video like that going through these in detail, and they're a pretty sweet part of the Chuk system to keep your countertops clear. You know, who wants a messy countertop, cluttered space? Makes it harder to prep or to serve or whatever you want to do. I hate a messy countertop, so I'm really happy about the attachment system that we created here to keep yourself more organized as you're cooking or whatever you're going to do with your Chuk box.
This is Chuk, the ultimate portable kitchen for outdoor cooking.
So I'll just go through these in a row, I guess, may as well, starting with our Caddy here, which is dual function. So of course, one, it's a great spot to store your sauces, oils, spices, whatever you want to keep handy while you're cooking. And then the paper towel holder, which is attached in here as well, just by a little clip. So we made this system so that it can attach there. And very easy to come off so that it's easier to store, doesn't take up as much space. But you always want to have paper towel handy while cooking, right? Always need a napkin or a towel or something. So that's a perfect system for that, to keep yourself, your sauces and stuff organized, but at the same time dual function with that paper towel there, nice and handy. Next, I'll go to the lantern post here. Another one that I'm very excited about. You know, at some point you're going to be cooking in the dark, and you know, you could wear a headlamp. I usually am, but now with the lantern post, it gets rid of that off your head. I get annoyed by having the lantern or the headlamp on my head at all the time, so much easier to use a post, and these are pretty cool too. You can hang any kind of lantern or whatever you want up there. It's based on like a tent pole system, so clips into place, and then these hooks just flip over so that you can attach it into the holder there and give yourself some lighting while cooking. I'm actually thinking of with some string lights across. I think that's gonna be a pretty cool look. So handy one, comes in a little bag as well there for cooking in the dark. Next up, we got our dual hooks here. Another one I'm excited about, keeping things handy and organized and surfaces clear. This is great for your spatula or a towel you just want to hook on, or dishcloth, whatever it may be, to wipe things down quickly. Makes it way easier to cook with. Keep things handy instead of having to go in and out all the time. You know, it's a process. You may want to keep your door open if it's open too while you're cooking, but for a cleaner look, a little bit more organization, you can use the dual hooks there. Next one up is the cup holder. Love this one too, of course. You know, super handy to have that out of the way, because you know, how often do you knock over a drink or something, especially without a lid on it, and it goes everywhere. This keeps your drink nice in place, but also countertops clear as you're working and moving here. So very happy about this one too. That's definitely a must, but I'd say probably our most popular add-on is the garbage bag ring on the end here, which this is another sweet one too, because let's say you're chopping, cutting, or you've got food scraps or whatever, or packaging, to just have the garbage bag right there to be able to push off the side of your cutting board directly into the garbage bag ring is such a nice feature. Another one that people have asked us a lot about is the wire metal grid. Where does that go? What is it for? And that's one that we came up with because we wanted to optimize the space underneath the wing, because even when this is closed, there's some added space there, but you might have some things that you want to put under here. So we created this metal wire grid that attaches directly to the box itself with the bolts that are already in there. So if you buy the metal wire grid, it's not anything intensive involved. You just unscrew a few bolts and then re-screw them in with the metal wire grid attached. And so this grid works perfectly with our attachment system. So if you want to hook put some hooks under there, great. Or if you want to move your garbage bag down there, same idea. So another way to optimize space and use empty space if you've got a lot of stuff on the go or you're cooking a lot of things all at once. Cooking is always, can always be chaotic, so the more things that we can do to help create organization and systemization hopefully brings more calm and peace to your cooking experience. So again, that was a big part of the reason for the add-ons and why we wanted to create even more space with the wired grid down there. One attachment, one add-on that I had that's missing here is the cutting board. So Louis, our designer, is in the midst of making all of these by hand, these cutting boards made out of maple wood that he is shipping me one as we speak. So I'm excited to get that because it fits directly into the wing ridges so that it's not going to shift or slide around while you're cooking. So that's the main thing that we found with other cutting boards. And part of the reason why we did the ridge system as well for the attachments is when you're cutting, it's very easy for, with this powder coated material, it's easy for a cutting board to slip around and other things too. So, you know, boats often have a ridge all the way around their countertops so that things don't slide off and fall off as easily. Same idea here, keeping things in place, keeping things on the tabletop or in our attachment system here. So that's a huge benefit of the ridge system as well as creating a great shape and rim for our cutting board as well. So of course I'm going to show that as soon as I got that in hand, but for now, these are our add-ons and they work really well with this ridge system through this clip that we designed and manufactured to fit specifically with our ridge system here, our lip. So very easy to clip that on and off. We didn't want to go with a magnetic system because, yeah, once again, when you're moving and you're cooking, if you knock something and that magnet came apart from the side, then it defeats the purpose. This is like such a sturdy system. Everything is, you know, very strongly in place here, so that any knock is not going to create some sort of accident, basically. So very sturdy here. Very happy with how this all turned out. But after saying all that about this incredible attachment system, which I'm so thrilled with because I hate messy countertops, at the same time, you don't necessarily need this stuff. I'm a terrible salesman, I'm gonna say it, because underneath we've got hooks all the way around the bottom edge of the wing so that you can attach a garbage bag down there. You can attach a paper towel with a bungee cord. You know, these of course enhance your experience, but they aren't necessary either. We wanted to make this, again, an accommodating system for anybody. So whatever your setup is or whatever your preference is, if you just want to use the hooks underneath for stuff, then great, do that. We're trying to make it very versatile and adaptable depending on what your style is. So add-ons I think are great and definitely help keep things organized and optimized, but there's other ways to make that happen too. So that's it. This is our attachment system. I hope this was helpful and informative in seeing either what's coming up for you in what you've ordered with add-ons or what you're potentially planning to buy. So I'm very excited about these add-ons and hope that they help optimize and increase the organization of your cooking experience. Thanks for watching, Chuckers. Have a great day.